Well, hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here with a new mini-series, a new simulation. Football Manager predicts the present? So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 1st of September 2019, but what game is this? What's with this retro skin? This is in fact Football Manager 2011. What I've done is I've set up a vanilla game on 2011. I've fast forwarded it to 2019, and we're just going to do a little bit of comparison to see where the footballing world is in this parallel Football Manager universe. What I'm going to do today, though, I'm just going to wind back a bit. I'm going to take you back, all the way back to July 2010. Spain, world champions, England having suffered another World Cup disappointment down in South Africa. We're just going to take a look, a little reminder, a walk down memory lane as to what the world was like back then. And I'm going to pick out some things that I'm going to be looking out for in the next episode, which is going to come out next week. What I'd like you to do, dear viewers, please watch along. Let me know what you'd like me to have a look at in the next episode. Drop a comment down below. And while you're at it, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And let's start with this guy. Even back in 2010, we knew he was already one of the best players in the world. Lionel Messi, here at a delightful 23 years old and already one of the top players in the world. Although look at the value, only £35 million. You can get half a central defender for that these days. But look at that. I mean, he's already up there with 20s on his dribbling and technique, of course, and his flair. I mean, one of the best players in the world. It's just going to be interesting to see, is he tied down to Barcelona? Is he going to stick through with Barcelona? Is he still going to be there in 2019? And just looking at the Barcelona squad at the time, of course, we've still got Xavi there, we've got Iniesta there, Ibrahimovic, of course, at the time he was at Barcelona, although he's already got his transfer arranged to move on to Inter, I believe it was he went to from there. We've got Bojan in the first team squad, 19 years of age, a wonder kid in this game, if you recall, already has a cap for Spain, so let's see, will he become one of the world superstars, or will he end up playing for some team like Stoke? And of course here at Barcelona we've still got Pep Guardiola in charge in his first managerial role. Now it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. Is he going to stick with Barcelona, or is he going to go around managing some of the world's top clubs? And sticking with Spain for now, of course, we've got to check in on this guy as well, Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, 25 years old at this time, already with 76 caps for Portugal at that time, valued a bit higher than Messi, £1 million more, and dripping in fantastic stats. So, is he going to stay at Real Madrid long term, or is he going to be on the move? We'll find out. And the Galacticos of Madrid, although this perhaps wasn't their finest vintage, but obviously Ramos is there. Oh, they've still got that bad boy Pepe, they've got a young Marcelo, they've got Alonso, they've got Ozil, they've got Adebayor, Jose Mourinho as manager, but we've also got down here somewhere amongst the scouts a certain Zinedine Zidane, just a scout at the time, so I don't know if he's going to move into coaching. He's got a high coaching preference here. We'll see if he moves into management and if he becomes successful. And before we move on from Spain, a quick look in on at Espanyol. Pochettino was their manager back in 2010. Not very well known outside Spain or Argentina as a manager at that time. So it'll be interesting to see if he grows into bigger roles and becomes this sought-after manager as he is today. So as I've made a link with Spurs, I'm going to make a link to Spurs. We'll be checking in on them to see if they can start to challenge the big teams in the UK. Lots of familiar names in their team back at this time. That old Football Manager much loved player Van der Vaart amongst them. Also down in the under-18s and currently on loan at Leyton Orient, we have a 16-year-old Harry Kane. So let's see how he develops. Is he going to become England's top striker and one of the best strikers in Europe? Or is he going to fade into some obscure lower league team. Oh, nearly missed this guy out. Gareth Bale, 20-year-old Gareth Bale, is at Tottenham. Not quite the global superstar yet, but we'll see if he's going to get there. Now, obviously, Man City is a club we are going to track. At this point in time, they have not won a Premier League title, but they've got the money. If we take a look at the staff page, we'll see they've got Al Mubarak in as the chairman. They've got Mancini in as the manager. They've started to assemble this expensive superstar squad with the likes of Tevez. We've got a young Balotelli in there. Silva's there. Ooh, Adam Johnson. Yaya Toure, Gareth Bale, Vincent Kompany, all in there. So let's see what kind of impact they're going to have on English football. Also on the books at Manchester City, and also a link to the previous club we looked at, Tottenham Hotspur, a young Kieran Trippier. So we'll see. He was a bit of a late developer in his career, we could say. So we'll see if he goes on to play for any of the big teams. Let's see. Maybe he'll end up at Atletico Madrid. Manchester United, also a team to watch out for. Paul Scholes. How we miss you. Oh, and look, Owen Hargreaves is injured. So is Michael Owen. One interesting blast from the past at Manchester United is, of course, this guy, Bebe. He's still here, the 19-year-old Portuguese winger. Let's see if he's able to make a name for himself. Not at Manchester United yet. We got David De Gea, a Wonderkid goalkeeper in the game. Let's see what heights he can rise to. And who's this in the Manchester United under-18 team? It's a 17-year-old Pogba. So let's see if he's able to live up to the hype. And somewhere else at a different United at this point in his career, we've got a 17-year-old Harry Maguire, another player who's a bit of a late developer, maybe in terms of reaching the upper echelons of the game. So be interesting to see what his Football Manager 2011 version works out as. One other club we'll check in on, of course, Leicester City. At this time, they were in the Championship. Of course, just a few years on from this, they would become champions of England. We'll see what they can do in this parallel universe. Now, thinking of those late developers and stars of the Leicester team, I was looking for Jamie Vardy. He doesn't seem to exist elsewhere. I got all the big leagues loaded in Europe, so we'll check in on Ligue 1, specifically because of PSG. If we just have a look at them at this time, we see they've got no Qatari money. They're not the super rich club they are today. They're one of France's top clubs, but how are they going to develop without that extra injection of cash? We've got Germany loaded as well, so we'll be looking at these two guys, Dortmund, FC Bayern. Let's see who establishes dominance. Speaking of dominant clubs, we'll also look at Juventus and Italy and see if they're able to impose themselves there. Or is it going to be Inter that stick around? I've also got Portugal loaded. Of course, Portugal famous for its big three, Benfica, Sporting Lisbon and Porto. Is anybody going to be able to challenge their dominance? And are we going to get any more superstar Portuguese players coming through? Also, Turkey. I've got to have Turkey in there because, check my channel out. Breaking the Big Three, my first ever Football Manager series. But here, in this particular version of the game, Bursaspor are the title holders. Now, in 2010, they became the first team ever outside of the Big Four, I guess if we count Trabzonspor in there, but the first team from outside those four to win the title in Turkey. So let's see if they go on to become a force or if they just drop down the table as they've done in real life. We'll also look up some players. Just let me know. Who do you remember from Football Manager 2011 from that era who was a Wonderkid? I mean, this is a game world. This is a game world in which we've got the likes of De Bruyne, Hazard, Lukaku, all those youngsters. We've got Neymar, we've got Lamela, we've got Eriksen, we've got James Rodriguez. They're all 18, 19, 20 in this universe at this time. Götze, Müller, Schürrle, they're all young. Oh, wait, did I do the German national team fix? Oh, crap. But we've got all these wonderful players, these great players of today in their younger Wonderkid form. So, next episode, when we get to this, probably going to come out in about a week's time. So you've got 7 days for this. I am going to follow up on a lot of those things. But let me know down in the comments, are there any particular clubs, competitions, events, managers, Wonderkid players that you want me to focus in on and tell you about? Drop the comments down below. Depending on what we get, there may be a couple of episodes to come out of this. Maybe we'll have to break it down so it's not one super long episode. Just let me know what you're interested in down in the comments. And while you're here, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and I'll see you in about 9 years.